Hello and welcome everyone back to Tiny Bookshop. Hope everyone is doing well. Let me just quickly check something. And we can get started. Let's see. Okay. It was just a little bit weird on my end. Yeah, welcome everyone. A little bit of a rough start, but here we are. I'm excited to continue with Tiny Bookshop and see if we can solve the murder mystery, if we can sell some more books and expand our circle of customers. I was planning to stream yesterday, but the internet didn't really play along. The connection was really bad, so I wasn't able to. But today we will make up for that, and yeah, hopefully everything will go well. Let me adjust my microphone real quick. Alrighty, and now let's see. Resume game. Now, I have completely forgotten where we left off, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. We'll have a look. Okay, so today is Mega Savings Day, means we will probably go to the Supermarché or Mega Marché first. That makes the most sense, I think. So let's get going and arrange our shelves. It's a money situation right now. $171. All right, I guess. I figured that now with the green screen, I would be able to hang out here in the bottom left corner. See how that goes. If I'm in the way of something, I can adjust things. So we need crime and drama. We know that we need crime because a murder had been committed at the Mega Marché. We found out last time. You know what? Let's do that. Drama. Let's do some fantasy, some classic. Actually, no, let's get some more classic instead. Kind of see how that setup will work out for us. Mega Marché, here we come. Still have the crime scene here. Let's look around a little bit first. We talked to some of the locals about the crime. I've not gotten a lot of info out of it, to be honest. At least that's how I felt. Checking if there's anything else here. The crime scene. Good work finding that murder weapon. If we can figure out whose knife it is, we'll be one step closer to cracking this case. Perhaps you should ask around at other locations. Someone must know whose knife this is. So far, no luck with that. So let's sell some books, hopefully. Gotta say good morning to Buddy. Arf! Good boy, Buddy. Yes, you are. Gonna start some coffee soon. I always like to wait when we actually have some customers. Only one person so far. It's Klaus.
Oh.
Hey, remember when Crabco was a thing? In like 2009 or so? It was wild, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is random. I just saw a crab at the beach, so... Oh, so you're investigating that whole mascot thing too, huh? If you ask me, someone really didn't like the new mascot. But honestly, can you blame them? Ah, right. You're wondering about the CCTV footage. Yeah, Cassie has been getting on my case about that. But it looks like someone must have deleted it. Don't know how it happened. Well, that is suspicious, Klaus. Looks like someone deleted the CCTV footage of the crime. I have a hair dangling in front of my glasses. Also, I'm surprised that thing worked in the first place. Very suspicious. Let's get the coffee started. Here we go. First recommendation of the day. I want some cold hard facts. Also, I like niche books for the most part. I can't get enough of on the natural flora of Bookstore. Do you have anything I'd like, mate? Okay. Crying in H Mart. A heartfelt memoir from the artist behind Japanese Breakfast. Michelle writes about how grief sent her back to her Korean heritage for grounding and comfort, including the dishes she used to share with her mother. Madame Bovary's Ovaries, a Darwinian look at literature. Chemical Chaos, Horrible Science. Chemistry is confusing and chemistry lessons are boring. Fret not, for this book is not about the bits you learn in school, but the funny bits, the fascinating bits, and the bits that end up in blasts and bangs and dodgy discoveries. I mean, that could be something. No, let's go with that. There we go. Chemical Chaos. I just talked to my Uncle Klaus, and he told me I'm allowed to ask any question as I want. So I asked him how he became my uncle and how I grew my mom's belly and why we don't fall off the earth if it's moving so fast. Oh, sorry, I didn't. I hope I didn't interrupt your investigation. Did you find out who did it yet? Yet. Ah, hello. I see you're selling here as well. A very smart decision. I had to come by to fulfill an errand, but it's a shame. Back in the day, I could get all the Liberté's supplies from local vendors. But anyway, I see your sales are going very well. One of these days, you might even sell out. If you want to know my advice, I'd recommend taking less books with you. And I don't mean leaving space at your shelves. That would only make your business seem unorganized. The shelf with a smaller capacity will create artificial scarcity, and you will see it empty out in no time. Try it out, dear. I promise my methods are foolproof. Can certainly do that. Oh. Hello, how's business? I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge and I'm looking for something contemporary from this century. However, pop science isn't really my thing. Well, I don't have anything like that anymore. Okay. I mean, this is contemporary. Well, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. You know what? Let's give her just something very contemporary. Master of the Gym. Ah, it worked. Very up to date. Nice. Didn't fit what she was looking for at all, except for that it's new. But yeah, what worked? I'm not complaining. Need a book with a high page count. Self-help books are usually not my cup of tea, though. Anything good on board today? Okay, no self-help books. A long book. Okay, true crime story. 448. Where's the Stephen King books when you need them? Huh? They are the other Bennett's sister. 658. I think that's our best bet here, then. There you go. Just dropping by real quick. Something from a series would be nice, and I tend to like most stories with a detective. Also, I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. Okay. Fake Volume 1. When Rio became a detective in New York. Perfect. We got a detective. It's clearly a series. Probably thrilling. There you go. I'd say a pretty successful day. I mean, went in with 64 books and sold 57 of them, 175 monies made. Let's see if Fern has anything else to say. Yeah, what? The CCTV footage has been wiped? Peculiar. Who would have access to that? Only Klaus, I would think. Okay, got some free paperback goodies. That we're pretty low on Prime. I think ours is kind of fine. So let's see, what's the calendar say? Okay, the cruise ship is leaving. Let's go to the Cafe Liberté, maybe. What's the weather today? Today it's sunny, so we could also go to the far beach. We haven't been there in a while. Oh, but Cafe Liberté, there we have the next step. Quest. Step the mascot. We have 2 out of 4 blues, I assume. Recommend 3 plays at the lighthouse. I think I will go to the waterfront tomorrow when the market is there. So let's go to the Cafe Liberté. The only issue with that right now is that think... They like crime, but so does the lighthouse, which would be the other option, really. Let's go to the cafe. And we have 12 crime books. That's still respectable, I think. Put all of these on here. What was it? Crime, classic, and travel. Okay, let's have some drama, fact, some fantasy. Hey, kids book. Let's do this. Cafe Liberté. Here we go. Let's look around first. Okay. Here they come. Coffee going. I wouldn't mind something niche, but please no dry or dull reading. Okay. It is the first of the Himba to attend the intergalactic UMSA University. On her way, she confronts prejudice, war, and then forges a world-changing connection. A shining example of African futurism. That sounds good. There you go. Comes Miriam. A ground seller must weather good times and hard times. I would say you have certainly achieved that. Well done. Nice. I must say I'm quite impressed with your perseverance. Now this is where our second edition companion from 1798 concludes. However, it is rumored that the lost first edition from 1787 contained a seventh rule. No one has found this missing page yet, but it is the reason we still speak of 7 pillars today. But no matter, for now you have earned yourself a break. We'll come back soon and we can continue with the second half of our course. Okay. If we have to. I desperately need some life advice, but I don't want anything academic. Finding optimism is one of my all-time favorites. Lillian Renault believes that despite everything, the future must be bright. This solar punk-inspired work is packed with thoughtful poems and practical insights to guide you through life's most difficult challenges. Motivation to create 150 ways to build habits, sell your art, fight fascism, and survive AI. A committed toolkit for staying creative while dodging burnout, AI overlords, and fascist funding cuts. Build habits, sell your art, spark change, and keep your sanity mostly intact. I mean, if that's not poignant. I'm just recommending it because we need a little bit of that right now. All of that. If you're ever in need of some fresh local goods, you know there are other markets beside that dreadful Mega Marché. I suspect Tilda is the killer. You have a flea market, of course, but you should also drop by the fish market sometime. You won't necessarily find the most exotic seafood, but our Walter and the other fishers are making sure the local sea life population are kept in check before they go out of balance. It's essential for the ecosystem of the bay, I hear. Don't think the megacorp people would care about that, do you? Anyway, it's a good market. You just might have to get used to the smell a bit, dear. Trying to go there whenever I can. Tilda, potential murderer. Oh dear, I'm trying to read more from female authors. I tend to like most stories with a detective. Claire McIntosh, I see you. Zoe's photo is in the paper, a mistake, or perhaps a message. Consumed by paranoia, she and Detective Kelly race to uncover the truth. Someone is watching, waiting, and danger seems to lurk in every corner. Well, I mean, that fits the bill, doesn't it? There you go. She's happy. Now, ouch, my back. I'm intent on reading a play, and I could go for a tragic story. I can't get enough of Pentagon. Do they have a play? I mean, based on the page count, 92 pages, that's probably a play, right? Tiny novella. Maybe something classic. Okay. Follow the worst of the Romans as he does the worst thing in the worst ways possible. An incredibly violent Shakespeare play, not for the faint. Death of a salesman. This is a pressing play. That's tragic, right? Arthur Miller. There you go. Try to talk to Tilda. Just wondered if I click on them, maybe they give me additional dialogue for this whole murder mystery thing. Another successful day. 162 gold made. I don't know what the currency is here. Okay, we got mysterious attic finds. I need some crime books. Let's get this. Children's collection. We have so many children's books. Okay, I think today we wanted to go to the fish market. Travel, classic, and fact. So let's have a little bit of crime here. Let's do mostly travel. Classic. Kids' books. Some drama, and off we go. Oi, over here, mate. Oh, he has like a whole shop now. Welcome. Ain't she a beaut? May I humbly present Walt's trinkets and treasures. Thanks to your patronage, we're finally ready to open. Nice. That's right, we've got the best fish and chips this side of Buxton Bay. And of course you can never have too many trinkets, ain't that right? Why don't you take a gander? First one's on the house. Ooh. Okay. +2 recommendations per day. You know what? Let's get some fish and chips. Nice. Well then, now that we're in business, we're gonna have to do some of that, whatchamacallit? Marketing, that's right. Things here now. Usually not many townsfolk come out to the waterfront, but I've noticed something attracts paying customers above all. Your books. The more you sell here, the more people visit me too. Hot new deals attract customers to Walt's new shop with a cool cross-promotion deal. So here's my nifty promotion idea. For every book they buy, customers get a discount at Old Walt's. So you win because you sell more books, and I win because your customers will be coming my way right after. Brilliant plan, eh? That blah blah membership didn't go to waste after all. Only thing left to do is let people know about the discount. Fair enough. Why don't you take this sign and parade it around, see if anyone's interested in coming around here. Walt's ad sign. Attract people from other locations to Walt's shop for every consecutive day you go elsewhere, up to 3 days in a row, where you have at least 6 maritime items in your shop. Again, +2 sailors will come today. Your class, kiddo. Just wait. We'll be drowning in customers soon enough. But in all seriousness, thanks for all that you're doing for me, friend. Okay. The cannonball. Well equipped. +7% to kids sales, +4% to crime sales, but also 5% danger. That's what happens with a cannonball, I guess. I thought I was talking to the guy, but it was just the binoculars. Alright, let's go. Fern and Tilda. Ah, fascinating development here at the waterfront. Walt's trinkets and treasures. Do you happen to know what's behind the name? He sells fish and chips. Interesting. Maybe Walt will let me have a look behind the counter. I'll report back if I spot anything unexpected. Alright, you do that. Well, hello, dear. I appreciate the armchair. I'd love to sit down for a second. Came by because I wanted to thank you for giving Walter a hand with his shop. It's always nice to see the youth helping out in the community. Now, dear Walt can be too stubborn, so I'm glad your encouragement gave him a little push. Now he can finally conduct his business under a proper roof instead of pretending he doesn't notice the rain. And the waterfront can offer warm meals again. Let's hope this will attract a few more visitors. Okay, what you got? Could really use anything hot off the press. I could really use something with a political message. Also, the longer the book, the better. I really enjoyed a deepness in the sky. An interstellar trade conflict unfolds between two rivaling powers in this epic and thought-provoking sci-fi prequel. Dramatic modern classic of speculative sci-fi. Let's first look at our fantasy novels then. What happens when Wraith, a stubborn Astrian watchman, pairs up with Philippe, an intelligent and handsome soldier? Adventures and intrigue, a bit of romance, a successful rescue of stolen children. Darker shade of magic. Set of multiple Londons. Principle of moments. Boundaries of time to escape tyranny. That could be political, right? The unusual suspects. This is grim. Dark Age. Red Rising. Now, oh, that's interesting. I read the first, or like the majority of the first Red Rising books, actually. War of the Solar System continues when peace has a different meaning to everyone. What does it mean to be a hero? This violent space opera is packed with political intrigue. Okay, I think that is good. We have some sci-fi, we have a fantasy book, we have political intrigue. Let's go with it. Hey, looks like Walt opened a new shop. How sweet. It was always such a constant to see him sitting on the step, come rain or snow. But I have a feeling that even our Walt's had enough of the weather at this point. Alrighty, what else is new? How's it going with you? I'm doing pretty well myself. Enjoying the fresh air. Thanks for taking time to chat. Hope you're getting along now. I want a happy ending. I'm not a fan of horror at all, though. I really enjoy The Search. What do you suggest? I finally find out what happened to Zuko's and Azula's mother in this continuation of the animated series. Aang and his... Oh, that's about Avatar. Aang and his friends are once again settled up on their flying bison and are hurtled straight into another emotional and hilarious adventure. Well, that's... Now, we had this one... Oh, the one... The romance is gone. Happy ending. Okay. Oh. Maybe a kid's book. The banks of Plum Creek. Laura and her family leave their house on the prairie for Plum Creek in Minnesota. During the day, Laura and Mary go to school, do chores, and go fishing. At night, fast fiddle sings them to sleep. Fourth in a classic series of perfect little pioneers. Is Peregrine's home for peculiar children. Haunting adventure about... I mean, haunting, probably gets freaked out by that. But something classic. Not Dracula. Maggie suffers under the oppressive needs of her bitter mother and selfish brother. When a neighboring family offers her a glimpse of the warmth she's never known, she must choose between her burden of responsibility to her family and the call for true love. Could be. Moorland Cottage. Hunchback of Notre Dame. Little Lord Fauntleroy. I mean, here's the thing. It has a happy ending. It's not horror. And it's my favorite Christmas movie. So, there you go. Better likes it. Hey, you're here too. Mate, if you like fish, I can't recommend this market enough. I just got some prime sushi grade salmon from Walt's colleague. You know how hard that is to find? And these guys really know their stuff. Way more than the suppliers at the Mega Marché. I'll just grab a new read on my way out, yeah? That's why I'm here. I'm looking for a new hobby. I really enjoyed an atlas of countries that don't exist. A year in Tokyo. Okay. Let's first read what an atlas of countries that don't exist. From vast region of Catalonia to tiny islands claimed by a single person, this book tours 50 unrecognized and largely unnoticed countries. By turns hilarious, heartbreaking, and fascinating. The perfect buddy slipper read for the armchair traveler. Italian villas and their gardens. How many castles in 7 days? Steven's a fan of castles, and he always manages to visit on one wherever he travels. On his effective quest to see the most castles in only 1 week, Stephen compares the Czech Republic, Thuringia, and Wales in this hilarious travelogue. I mean, that sounds kind of similar to what he liked about an atlas of countries that don't exist. A little bit of whimsy, some traveling. Okay, guess not. Get out of my shop. I'm looking for a new pastime and could use some ideas. I really enjoyed the poetry of architecture. Okay, let's go with something actually. Deadly diseases, horrible science, filled with sick jokes, sickening stories, and seriously sick facts. Art of the modern movie poster, a lovely collection of 1,500 vintage film posters, perfect for any film buff, poster collector, or owner of a coffee table. There we go. That's a hobby, right? Also not. Okay. I'll take my time a little bit more, I think. I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge. Give me something that's entertaining and not too demanding. Life is better when you draw it is one of my all-time favorites. To draw what you see, you need to take in all the details of the moment, which makes you more aware of the moment you are living in and thus enjoy it more. This book is not here to teach you how to draw, but to inspire you to draw professionally. Okay. I mean, deadly diseases could fit the bill of fact-based, but also entertaining. Not too demanding. Same with the movie posters. How 10 teenagers broke ciphers, kept secrets, and helped win World War II. That could be something. The true stories of 10 teenage girls who were among the young women with unique skills recruiting to decode and translate messages at Bletchley Park during World War II. It's an option. 10 things nobody told you about being creative. A little book of ideas for how to translate your inspiration into creative output. A practical guide for artists and people who just don't know they're creative yet. 7 lamps of architecture. Finance for the people. You know what? I think we go with the Enigma girls. There you go. Finally. You need. I'm looking for something to do, you know, a new hobby. Also bonus points if it's from this century. Coffee First and the World is one of my all-time favorites. We've all been on a bike, maybe even done a few long-distance rides. But Jenny Graham took it much further. She cycled around the world. This is her raw, unfiltered, and hilarious account of how she became the fastest woman to ever circumnavigate the globe on 2 wheels. Okay. Could be Steal Like an Artist. That's kind of new hobby, right? Finance for the people. Maybe not so. Packed with recipes and information on healthy eating, this cookbook draws from Kadi's experience as a Japanese-American dietitian to make cooking accessible, practical, and delicious for all. Maybe that, bird by bird. The most difficult part of writing is just getting started. Author Anne Lamott gently guides the aspirational writer through each step of the writing journey. I mean, that teaches a hobby, right? Writing. There you go. Okay. Another pretty good day. Now we finish this quest. Oh, over here. Ah. Would you look at all the visitors? Congrats, Walt. It's all thanks to you. Ever since our week cross promotion, they've been beating a path to my door. New memoir, hot new deals. Thanks to your help, Wall Street Shop is a booming business. Ah, it's grand having so many people around here. With his pet. What they call it? Seagull. For a second, my brain glitched. This wee fella's been a particular hit with the customers, but he's not busy eating their chips. Our sailors always pretend to be such loners, but deep down we all need a good crack. Crack? The sailors and fishers have found a new haven. Walt's stall welcomes all. Hope you know that you're a good kid like. If you'd never talked to an old fella like me, no one would have blamed you. But you always took the time to say hello, and I made you something to show my appreciation. Sailor friendship not. 50% to character effects. Nice. Till next time. Alright. Awesome. I'd say that was a successful day. Still need more crime books. Mixed book set, let's do it. Okay. Sunny today. Definitely have to have a look at my... Yeah, why was my car... I was wondering why my car was... gray. But now it's red again. Got, what does it do again? How can I see that again? Oh, there. +1 sailor. Cannonball. I think we want the cannonball. Question just is where do we... Put it there for now. This we can put there. Let's replace the cactus. That's a better choice here. And what? At this point, we do have a good chunk of money. Oops, not what I wanted. Maybe we get the table, the side table. So that might give us the ability to put more stuff out there. There, we can put this up there. Then maybe we can put the cactus. There you go. Okay. That's not too shabby. Now, where do we go next? Okay. I think the lighthouse might be where we go next. We still have to recommend the place. Drama, crime, and fantasy. Okay. Let's do it. What else we can find here? Doesn't seem that way. Here we go. At least our car is back to red. Come on, everyone, buy my stuff. Gonna come to the next flea market again, right? You have to. There's different stuff every time. Oh yeah, we had that conversation before. I'm going to the flea market, don't you worry about it. The drama, the style, the emotions. It has to be a play for me, and I like the book that basically rips my heart out. However, I don't tend to read kids' books. Okay. Let's see. That's a novel. Caesar. Gruesome political tragedy. I mean, kind of literally rips your heart out. There you go. That was also the last recommendation that we needed to do here. Hi, cutie. Hi. Oh, hi. Who's my favorite boy? Yes, you are. Well, how are you doing today? I'm pretty well myself, enjoying the fresh air. By the way, how is your investigation with Fern going? Can't help but find it all rather funny. That mascot looks so silly after being deflated. Oh, you find murder funny? Interesting. You won't believe it. I've seen at least 3 different people reading Julius Caesar recently, and everyone knows that Shakespeare is kind of my thing, so naturally I went up to them to give them some pointers. Who knew there were people in Bookstore besides me interested in theater? I'll definitely have to stage a performance of Julius Caesar now. Nice. With a few more people, we'll have enough for a small cast. Of course, I will have to take the titular role, of course. As the place director, it makes sense for me to have pure scenes, and who else could pull off Caesar? I'll go and edit the script right now, and how about you come back tomorrow? I might have a part for you too. Oh boy. Can I get a book? I like escaping into fantasy worlds. Bonus points if it's epic, and I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. Hey, Koala! You streaker! Oh boy, don't get caught. Ugh. What are you doing today? Need something epic. We have here. Rangers are mysterious figures believed to practice strange magic, but when young, Will is chosen to become a ranger's apprentice. He discovers a whole new world of secrets, and on the horizon, a fierce enemy waits. Bit tired? Yeah, I'm always tired. It comes with the territory when you to wake up this early every day. But hopefully you got some coffee to boost you. Let's go with that. Ruins of Golan. Or let's see if there's anything else maybe in... some of these. I think this sounds the best. Okay. Oh, next recommendation. If you get anything new in, I want something magical, but I really don't like scary stuff. Okay, so maybe not Dracula. Or House of Usher. Something magical. Folklore villains gather in the English countryside to partake in a strange game, each with their own animal familiar. Jack the Ripper's dog tells the story as he helps his master uncover the other player mystery machinations. I mean, that is kind of, but it is also mature reading, so I'm not sure about that. Gregor discovers a hidden world beneath New York City. In this charming yet dangerous fantasy adventure for young readers. That could be something. Dragonology. Dr. Drake's quintessential guide for any budding dragonologist. You know what? Maybe Gregor the Overland is the one to go. Right now it's 8:47. I get up at 4:45 every day. So, you've been going for 4 hours. Okay. I'm intent on reading a play. I like books that basically rip my heart out, and also I'd love to read something classic, but like, don't make it a big deal, okay? Hamlet. I mean, almost doesn't get more classic in terms of plays than Hamlet, right? Yep, get up at 4:45 and then get both Danielle and Andrew up and out the door, ready for school and work. So. That despite me being a Morgenmuffel. Which, funnily enough, is kind of the time that I used to come back from work in Germany. Not like 4:45. Alright, pretty successful day. Finished the one quest. Oh, look at that. The pumpkins just turned on. Good variety. Must reads. Classics, okay. I mean, for $10, you can get the kids' books. Got some fantasy out of that too. It's nice. Oh, horizontal shelf. That might be nice. $2.50. Can't afford it right now, but that's good to know. Have a look at. Okay, today is Friday, so We'll make some money today, and then we'll have the flea market tomorrow. We have the Fall Fear Fest on Sunday. So let's go to the university, I think. And again, I haven't been to the beach in a long time. And it is at least sunny today. Just so expensive. What about the castle ruins? Do we have like a... We finished the quest there. Kind of... Let's go to the university. Such a great word. Can't really translate. Yeah, exactly. It's one of, like, it is one of those very typical German words. Like, I feel like there's nothing more German of a word than Morgenmuffel. Because even really in German, if you're just speaking German, as a German, what the hell is a muffel? Like, we only use it in combination with Morgenmuffel, but like, what? Like, we all know what a Morgenmuffel is, but what really is a muffel? So we need fact, drama, and classic. Yeah, let's get some facts. Let's get some drama. And some classics. And let's have some crime. It's okay. Herummuffin? Yeah, I heard that too, I guess. Yeah. Now that you say that, Herummuffin, I heard that as well. But it's just one of those things where I feel like muffel or muffin is one of those words that I don't know what the origin of that word is. I mean, maybe there was once like Crown Prince Georg Muffel or something like that, who was a grumpy guy. But it's one of those words that, and there is a name for that as well. When words phonetically, they sound like the thing that they're describing. Like muffel, even without context, it's like it sounds like like if you call someone a muffel without context, it sounds like a mild insult or mild criticism. Nothing harsh, but you kind of get the gist just by listening to the sound of the word. Onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia. Yeah. That one, yes. I've heard about that before. Yep. Doesn't the Greek have some more easier to pronounce words for us 4,000 years later? Would have made it much easier. Huh? If they had a little bit of foresight, they could have done that. Okay, first customer already being difficult. You can't go wrong with a play, and if there are less than 200 pages, that's a plus. Okay, just first look at the page count. Okay. According to a reviewer of the play at its original performance, it is an arrangement in blood and ferocity, morbid, bizarre, repulsive. Now we might view Salome as a symbol of modernity, a challenge and a revolt against a patriarchal Victorian society. I don't know, less than 200 pages, it's a play. Didn't give me anything else, so there you go. I love it. Hey, can you believe we still haven't heard back about any potential concert venues? I mean, it's on the city council to pay better attention to the culture scene in town, isn't it? So why would we have to do all the work ourselves? Of course, some of the council members simply don't like the look of our band. But this isn't just for us, right? I heard there are some teens at the Lighthouse who'd love to put on a theater performance. Well, we'll see. Seems like someone might need a little push. Well, I'm trying to work on it. Do you have an educational book for kids? I need a little tutoring. However, I've never really understood poetry. Do you have anything like terrifying tutors? History can be horrible, and it was vicious people of the past who made it that way. Fascinatingly, some of these terrible people all had names beginning with T, like the teachers. I mean, the tutors. Do we have something specifically for kids? Not. I'm not sure if that specific book is for kids. Let's see. Gone are the days when children's alphabets began with A for acorn, B for butterfly, and C for caterpillar. But in this book of spellbinding poetry, okay, they don't like poetry. You're out. Story of a childhood. A visually stunning and bold graphic novel memoir following a young Iranian girl through the 1970s and 80s. This gripping story explores themes of revolution, religion, family, history, and daily life in the face of tumultuous times. Educational. I mean, I'm not sure if it's specifically for kids, but neither was Terrifying Tutors, right? Okay. It worked. This game has me wanting to read so many books. Like a lot of these books, I was like, that sounds very interesting. Never heard of that. I want to read this now. I enjoy the odd romance plot from time to time. I'd love to read something classic, and I'm trying to read more from female authors. Okay. It's Emma. In this comedy of manners from Austin, socialite Emma is very confident in her matchmaking skills. But when will she learn that not everyone appreciates her meddling? I mean, it's a classic, written by a woman, and it has some romance in it, right? Okay, we're doing it. We're pro. I actually started and finished one of the books that I saw here in the game. Give me historical facts. Do you have anything like the travels of Marco Polo? Couldn't find anything at the library. Let's look at our travel section first. Come with Mark P. Jones as he takes you through the beautiful green hills and valleys of Wales. Discover Wales' deep majesty and ancient history with local voices at the fore. I mean, it's basically Marco Polo in Wales, right? Mark Pijolo in Wales? The long unwinding road. What? Historical angle. They wanted something historical. Okay. Get out of here. absolutely right. Thank you for letting me know. I will change that right now. Should be changed now. Thank you. This certainly is not Pokemon. More attic finds. Then I'd like the Agatha Christie collection, but I will bet the library's here for 15. That should be nice. It's a variety of books. That way we have enough crime books for now, and we might be able to get that on a discount in the future. Let's see. Flea market day. Kind of non-negotiable. Oh, that's cool. 196 books, that's a bunch. Okay, crime, fantasy, facts, and classic. Crime. Like 15 crime. Fantasy. Classics. Facts. Have some drama. Have some more classics in there. Is it only a full playthrough if you also have read all the books that are in this game? Let's have a look around what they all sell. Okay. Library sale. Maybe a storage box there. Sadly, you can't read them on stream. I don't know. Could you? Would that be copyright infringement if you read out books? Probably, but I don't know. Isn't that different than playing a game? Would that fall under the same kind of gray area? Was Stephen King then calling me?
Wow.
Okay. Let's sell some books. Interesting. Okay, what do you want? We have anything inspiring. Knights, Romans, Vikings. I want to see some history. I like niche books for the most part, and also not a fan of dry books. King stalks Wild Hunt. Something stalks the foggy marsh as a young foe. Folklorist finds himself lost in a family's cursed manor. Will he be able to figure it out or fall to the Wild Hunt? Mysterious and gothic, this Belarusian classic continues to haunt. I mean, that is very niche. There you go. Well, come back, Carl. It's interesting. For me, it says the ad is still going. I don't know. Sometimes this whole thing with the ads is weird. Choo! Hello, buddy. So, are you enjoyed the flea market today? I'm on the lookout for a new tabletop game, or old tabletop games to be precise. I found some gems here before, but you have to have some luck. Anyways, well, it was good to see you, buddy. Hey, I've been looking for you everywhere. As the president of the Fall Fear Fest committee, I wanted to make sure you're fully prepared for tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, looking good. You came through, babes. Can't wait to see the bookshop in the setup tomorrow. Anyway, Fear Fest, here we come. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. Also, I'd love to read something classic. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Okay, let's first look at fantasy then. Artless. Nothing is really sci-fi here. We have social science fiction, and it's a classic. Also very prescient. There you go. 1984.
Wow.
Hey, I'm glad I caught you. Do you happen to have another book for me? I already finished the last one. No, I've got lots of spare time on my hands, so. See, that's where you know that George Orwell wasn't so smart. He shouldn't have been that concerned about surveillance state in 1984, but just be concerned about an actor being president at that time, so. Give me a book about plants or rocks or animals, as long as it's about nature. Also, fact books are my usual go-to. Okay, what do we have here? Of the Roses. I mean, that's plants, right? How to say Babylon. Botany in a Day. Patterns method of plant identification. I mean, perfect. For plants and facts. Didn't even know something like Botany in a Day existed. This will be perfect for the season. Thank you so much. I'm just getting back into reading. I'd like something light and entertaining, and I adore crime novels, but I prefer a story without a plot twist. Okay. D.I. Ruth Hunter deals with the disappearance of her lover. She is suddenly handed a case that is so extremely extreme, she has no doubt it is the work of a practice killer. Together with her fiercely Welsh partner, they must identify the suspect, even if it may be close to home. Smells like a twist, though. As good as that. The finale to the Good Girls Guide to Murder Young Adult series, and a catching mystery for any true crime podcast fans out there. Will our titular good girl make it out unscathed? Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. Murder is announced. Miss Marple. A newspaper ad extends an open invitation to a murder mystery party at the home of Leticia Blacklock. But then the lights go out and a real murder takes place. Can Miss Marple find the killer? A classic whodunit with a delicious plot twist that will make you RSVP. Yes. So that's a no. The Bullet That Missed. A Thursday Murder Club mystery. Another week at Cooper's Chase Retirement Village. Another cold case for Joyce, Elizabeth, Ibrahim, and Ron to solve. A stranger from Elizabeth's past arrives to threaten her, but the Thursday Murder Club always keeps their confidence and protects their own. Let's go with this one. I think this might be light and entertaining enough. What? That. Okay. Okay. Read some Color Blomquist. I don't mean the girl with the dragon tattoo protagonist. Oh, that's a literature reference. I swear I read books. Okay. Okay. Could get the storage box. It's 8 books. Does that make sense, though? No. Or does it make more sense to just get the library sale? Maybe the stepladder? Oh no. Let's get the storage box. But we got it. Unlabeled books. I mean, these mixed books now provide me with enough crime books that I don't necessarily have to buy the expensive crime boxes. But then again, I sell so many of them. Maybe I just still do it. Oh, this. I think for now we'll keep it just in our storage. Now we do have will be the Fright Fest, so we will adjust our decor a little bit. Make it more spooky. Criminal amount of crime books. That's what we do, indeed. That's about as spooky as I can make it. I could switch this around. It looks a little bit better. Put the cannonball inside. Yes, that is a cannonball. Cafe Liberté. We go full spooky. So we need crime, travel, and classics. Last time we sold a bunch of crime novels. Well, actually, before I go, I think I do want to get... Oh, what did I do? There you go. Let's get this one. The other one should be on sale tomorrow, so... That's the thing, whenever I buy these crime book collections, half of them are kids' books. Okay. Classics. What's the third? Travel. A couple of fantasy. Fact books. Never heard. Some drama. Kids. And more crime. We love crime around here. We're a big crime scream. 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 Crime. Scream. Getting spooky, everyone. Ooh. Of the mall goths over there.
Ooh.
You feel that? The chill in the air? Can you hear the rustling leaves? No, it's just the wind, but who's to say the wind isn't also a spirit of the earth?
Oh.
Same. Spooky music. Let's open business. Who's afraid of books? Not a single spirit has dared to haunt your bookshop. Welcome, friends, to our annual celebrations. Fall Fear Fest is the night where our world and the world of spirits are closest. So please make space in your homes, at your tables, and in your hearts for our ancestors and other kind of otherworldly visitors. Tonight, we also celebrate the change of seasons as the bountiful autumn and the dark winter meet. Let's look out for one another next month. Finally, we make noise, we play games, and we dress up in our scary scarves tonight to ward off any ill-intentioned spirits who might otherwise whisk away someone from our midst. To be loud, to be merry, be big and frightening, and most importantly, enjoy our Fall Fear Fest. Thank you. Spooky music. Should be able to sell some blue vine. Winter. All right, I hope you have had enough time for a little break. Let's continue with the 3 pillars that were added to our course to adapt it to modern times. Our 4th challenge was added to the compendium about 40 years ago. It's quite simple. We need to see if your business can be sustainable over time. Why don't you show me if you can keep up a 3-day sales streak here? Maintain a sales streak of 3 consecutive days at the cafe, selling at least 5 books each day. Should not be too much trouble for you, should it? Good luck. 3 in a row? Jeez. This might be a bit odd, but I like escaping into fantasy worlds. Bonus point if it's epic, and I enjoy getting sucked into a really long book. I have 2 fantasy books. The first in a series of young adult novels. We have something classic. Just kind of... Okay. Fantasy worlds, huh? Ink World series, that could be something, right? Fantastical dangerous adventure into the world of a book for all ages. Not sure how epic it is, but okay. Do you feel that? The cold days are coming soon. Guess I'll have to relocate my workouts to my living room. Oh gosh, I'm gonna miss the sun. Life is rubbish without it. But all the candles are helping a little with the darkness. Speaking of, great decorations. It's very atmospheric, like I'm in some sort of gothic romance novel. So, do you have anything like that today? I really enjoyed the picture of Dorian Gray. What do you suggest? I'm into horror. Okay. Usually she says that she is not into horror. Let's see. Just lost. The Haunting of Hill House. Pretty classic. Horror. Let's do it. What? You said something? Out of here. Get out of here. Huh. Good old Fear Fest, you know? It's my anniversary today. My wife and I met here almost 40 years ago because we both went apple bopping at the same time. Hit our heads together. I knew it was love right then and there. Happy anniversary to your bopping. Happy anniversary to you, Bob, and your wife. Well, I guess you're right, Koala. Oi, I love the look today, mate. Great job with the decorations. I wish we could keep the Fear Fest aesthetic around all year, don't you? Especially after all the hard work Mara put into it this year. Man, I've never seen them so busy before. They even apologized for missing band practice once while juggling all of their organization, their uni work, and their cafe job. Mad respect. I sometimes miss practice just because I forget which day of the week it is. Okay. Spirit sightings, costuming, traditions. This is what I love about Bookstore. No matter how long I've lived here, there are always more traditions to uncover. Trick or treat. I'm joking, dear, but I hope you're enjoying your first Fear Fest. Will you come by my old shop later? I hear it's terribly haunted this time of the year. I like historical settings, and I'm getting more into non-fiction these days. I really enjoyed How Many Castles in 7 Days. Historical settings. Catching carps. The Travels of Marco Polo. There you go. Marco. Selling so many books. Just looking for a book. Yep, don't even want to go to the haunted house unless you want to go there. Lola. Not because I'm scared. I just thought you might be scared. I could go with you to help you with all the ghosts. Yep, let's go together. Don't worry. The ghosts might be friendly, right? Right. Once you're done with your sales, let's meet over by Tilda's shop. She comes, that menace. Oh, and she even changed clothes. Let's go. Oh. You stay reassuringly by Harper's side and enter the old bookshop together. The familiar smell of pages is faint, covered mostly by a stale, dusty odor. It is darker than you thought it would be. In this light, you can only make out shapes of what looks like bedsheet-covered shelves, angled into a small maze that makes it hard to see where you are going next. With every careful step, you brush past light cobwebs. Are they for decoration, or has the shop really been empty that long? Something just touched my face. At the next corner, an old mirror leans against the wall. Was there something behind you just now? Suddenly, a creaky whisper emerges from somewhere you can't see. You dare enter the final resting place of Roderick Blyton. No one has disturbed my rest in 300 years. Roderick Blyton? Oh, that name from a history book. I read it once. He's real. Yes, my child. My deeds have been forgotten by my fellow Bookstonians. You must uphold my memory. Tell my story. Of course I will. Please let us go. Feel her little hand grab yours in the dark, dragging you forward towards the exit. Turning around, what you feel must be the last corner of this endless maze. A book lands in front of you with a heavy thud. It's covered in cobwebs and layers of dust. You feel strangely drawn to its mysterious glow. Do you touch it? Yes. Mysterious grimoire. Whenever someone doesn't take a recommended book from before the 20th century, get plus 8% classic sales chance, plus 8% fantasy sale chance, minus 2% to all other books, 10% to spooky effects, minus 20 to electrical effects. We still hunch over the book to decipher its title. A dark figure suddenly lunges out from an old wardrobe behind you. Whoa! Ah! You and Harper shriek in terror and almost fall over each other as you both try to push through the door to the outside. That was terrible. Let's never do that again. Thanks for holding my hand. What? Don't be silly. I didn't hold your hand. As Harper tries to catch her breath, you watch the air in front of her face become visible in the sudden cold. Your gaze turns upwards. Something catches on your eyelashes. Looks like you caught the very first snow. It was like 30 Celsius here